There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Random DOS game show. And finally, we've come to a game that will propel me into the YouTube stratosphere. This is Noughts and Crosses by Fraser King from 2005. Please type player 1's name. Lawnie. Noughts and Crosses. So, it's actually quite a nice little interface. Reminds me a little of your man Steve Morath in terms of font. So we have F1 for new game, F2 for mode, F3 for CPU level. So I'm going to get roundly spanked here. So you'll see the mode below that. So if I hit F2, we have one player versus CPU. Now the CPU level is set to easy. And we can edit the names. Let's look at the help screen. Please help us. Oh, I tell you what, it's not sarcastic. It's a genuine explanation of the various options. So that's nice. Oh, there's a two-player link-up mode. I still have some programming to do with this, and only one game can be played. So you can connect to another computer, presumably, and play a multiplayer game of Noughts and Crosses over an IPX network or something, huh? Okay, let's get a new game going, and we have Lawnie's turn. And Noughts and Crosses is, I think it's the British term for, I can't even remember the American term. Oh well, that's alright. Hey, I tell you what, I can grab Karina and ask her. Let's do that. So, Karina, over here I've got the British term for the game called Noughts and Crosses, but I've forgotten the American name so that the Americans could understand it.
Tic-tac-toe?
Can you say that into the microphone?
Is it called tic-tac-toe?
A little bit closer.
Is it called tic-tac-toe?
That's the correct answer. Tic-tac-toe. Thank you, my sweet. And off she goes back to work. And she's not pleased at that. Okay. So, after that brief interlude, I'm trying to make this entertaining. It's not going to be. They've designed this well enough. It's pretty simple stuff. You've got a square, which shows where you're going to place yourself on the board. And then you have to place an X with enter. The CPU will then place a circle. And the goal of the game is to get 3 in a row. There we are. And you can see he's already looking to put a third there. But we must prevent that. Okay. And he's blocked me at every turn. But again, he's in a position where he could get 3 in a row, even though I started first, because I'm terrible at this game. Okay, it looks like we're just going to have a straight up draw. There we are. And the statistics, why am I struggling to say that? I'll explain in a minute. The statistics show that, yeah, it's a draw. Exciting stuff. So, let's play another game. And the statistics stay the same. They show that yes, there has been a draw. A draw has taken place. Will that continue? It depends. I might mess up. It looks like there's going to be a second draw. Let's try that again. One more time. Okay. Now, every time he sees me get 2, he's there, he's on the spot, ready to go. But, I tell you what, he's made a mistake. Look at that. He placed a circle there instead of there, because he's on easy mode, which means Lawnie can triumphantly head to this corner. Ready? And win! Lawnie wins! Lawnie wins! Lawnie wins! The crowd go mild. The CPU hangs its head in shame. for it has lost. So you're probably wondering, what were you talking about earlier, Lawnie? I have a dental condition which I've put off getting fixed for a very, very, very long time, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a video anytime soon, because it depends on the severity of the surgery that I'm going in for. Yeah, fun times. So, yeah, Noughts and Crosses was a good way to take my mind off things. And, yeah, it's very, very simple. It's very latter day. I mean, what's it, 7 years after, DOS gaming, it's sort of, fallen off. But yeah, it's adequately programmed. It's somebody's little programming game that they decided, hey, I want to make a basic game to show that I can program in DOS. And Fraser King, I believe your name was, you have done that. So I will go as far as to say that this is the best DOS Noughts and Crosses game I have ever played. High praise, I'm sure. But yeah, not much else to say about it. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos. And if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you can defeat me comfortably in Noughts and Crosses because you're better than the easy computer, you're probably one of my Noughts and Crossing tic-tac-toe patrons or members. Look at those great names. They could put circles in the correct boxes. Okay, this has gone on long enough now. I'm in no small amount of pain here, so wish me luck, and I'll see you on the other side. Until next time.